So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Nothing resting on this, Peter. I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jackpo has got himself a free kick. Palmer gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Szoboszlai with the short one. Shot a goal! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Colwill. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Great defending, strong and determined. Gravenberg. Frimpong. McAllister. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. McAllister. Kerkez succumbs to the pressure. João Pedro. Gusto. Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Colwill. Caicedo. Caicedo is fouled. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Buonanotte. Badiashile. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Kerkez. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberch. Gravenberch. Played over towards the opposite flank. McAllister. Spread out to the left. Looks to clip it forward. Gravenberch. Caicedo. Gusto. Moved on forwards. Konate has been caught there, it's a foul. Colwill.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
McAllister. Buonanotte. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a goal kick. Van Dijk. The Reds making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Szoboszlai. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Caicedo. Gusto. Aim forwards. Konate getting this one clear. They've got a throw in. João Pedro. Fernandes. Szoboszlai does really well to win the ball there. Wirtz. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Badiashile. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And it's played forward. Frimpong. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's really well manoeuvred. Gusto cuts it out. Buonanotte. Kerkez. McAllister looking understandably energised after his goal. Gravenberch. Mohamed Salah. Oh, what a ball! Gakpo. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Gravenberch. Fernandes gets a foot in here. João Pedro. Szoboszlai wins the duel this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. The Reds are already ahead, the perfect start.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. That's a good run down the left. And it's Salah. And he's managed to get free. Out for a throw. Caicedo. Fernandes. Chelsea keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Vids. First quarter of an hour gone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Caicedo. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Gusto. Fernandes. Gusto. João Pedro. Kerkez. McAllister. Konate. McAllister. Frimpong. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Palmer. McAllister. Great defending, strong and determined. Buonanotte. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Wirtz. Gakpo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kerkez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedro Neto goes on a run down the left wing. Very nicely done. In with the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent ball. Custer getting this one clear. Fernandes. Fernandes shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kerkez. It's a good run down the right. Aim forwards. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. This has gone. That's a foul. Sánchez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. McAllister. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Cleared away. Szoboszlai. That is lovely. McAllister. Gravenberg. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Nice physical challenge. Buonanotte. Cucurella, gently done. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. McAllister, gently done. It's run loose here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Cucurella. Cucurella, nicely aimed pass. Konate gets good distance on it. Buonanotte. Caicedo. Badiashile. Colwell. Caicedo. And it's played forward. Fernandez. Palmer. He's got a side of goal. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Van Dijk shifted upfield. McAllister. Kerkez. McAllister. Szoboszlai. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that has been cleared. Can he deliver? Gravenberg. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Szoboszlai. The Reds heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Wirtz plays it in. Szoboszlai. Pedro does really well to win the ball there. Gusto. Colwell. Caicedo. Fernandez. Gusto. Forwards and with intent.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Salah. Promising cross. Brilliantly cut out. Mohamed Salah, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
McAllister. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Buonanotte. Pedro Neto. Colwill. Caicedo. Aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Frimpong. Szoboszlai. Caicedo. Wirtz. Aim forwards. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's got space in the area! That's good play. And that was very necessary. Wirtz. Mohamed Salah. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Badiashile. Cucurella. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernandes gets a foot in here. Buonanotte. Cucurella. That's very neat. Now it's Pedro Neto. Fernandes. And Fernandes!
Fernandes really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Gravenberg. Konate, gently done. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Over to the left. Wirtz. Oh, shooting chance! And he's following up! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gusto. Colwill. Caicedo. Gakpo. Caicedo. Colwill. Gusto. Shifted upfield. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Szoboszlai. Salah has a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Caicedo.
Chelsea really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Konate. And that is as far as they're going to go. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. In with the challenge. Pedro showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gravenberg. And it's Salah. Succumbs to the pressure. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gusto. Badiashile. Still goalless. Cucurella. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. McAllister. Frimpong. Plays a delicate ball. That's really well cleared. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. That's the throw. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Wirtz. Gravenberg, forwards and with intent. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Buonanotte. Gusto. Shifted upfield. Gravenberg. Konate, gently done. Cucurella looks to go up and over. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mohamed Salah, great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. Pedro! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
McAllister. Szoboszlai. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Palmer. Cucurella. Szoboszlai with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Too long, and over the line. Gakpo. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. What a save! Terrific reactions! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Caicedo. Gusto. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Kerkez. Konate, out to the right. Oh, easy pickings there. Buonanotte. Palmer. Badiashile. Pedro Neto. Vitz. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Kerkez. McAllister. It's a throw-in. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Szoboszlai. Has a go! That's a half-decent try.
Szoboszlai certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Caicedo.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And the ball's come loose here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer. Caicedo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is lovely. Fired deep towards the back post. Kerkez. Gravenberg. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless at the moment. Chile. Palmer. Fernandez. Caicedo. Gusto. Chelsea disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He is through here! McAllister. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crucial block! Buonanotte. Cucurella. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Moved on forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gusto. Caicedo. He's through here. He's got the shot away!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Cucurella. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pedro Neto finds himself offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That has been cut short. Colwill. Fernandez
is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Okay, interesting. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Great defending, strong and determined. Very nicely done. A chance to play it in. Cleared away. Played out to the right. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Salah crosses. Up he goes! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Caicedo. Palmer. Cucurella. Proves too strong. João Pedro. Pedro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the shot's on here. Cleared without complication. Kirkes. McAllister. Kirkes. Gakpo. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gakpo did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Caicedo. Palmer. Buonanotte. Fernandes. Palmer. Buonanotte. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Palmer. McAllister wins the duel this time. Vince. Kirkes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Soboslai does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. Liverpool, when it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Frimpong. Ball is over the line. Cucurella. Fernandes. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Lovely bit of skill. There are a few waiting for it. McAllister. Now, who's going to be first to this? The referee's awarded a free kick. McAllister. Badiashile. So it is still 0-0. Pedro Neto. Kirkes. Konate. McAllister. He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Kirkes clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Gusto. Gusto. Shifted upfield. Clears it away. Sánchez. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Konate cuts it out. Frimpong. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Caicedo. Gusto. Aim forwards. And the ball is out of play. Szoboszlai. That wins the duel this time. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Szoboszlai. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedro Neto, floated up and over. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out to the left it goes. Calmly anticipates. Clearly not happy with that. McAllister. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Gravenberch delivers with whip. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Badiashile. Moved on forwards. Missing. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Palmer. Sánchez. Frimpong. It's an inviting looking ball that. It'll be a throw-in. Caicedo. Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gravenberch. Frimpong. Gravenberch. Frimpong. Konate. McAllister. Szoboszlai, Konate, Gravenberch. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Gravenberch delivers. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gusto, gently done. And that's put paid to a promising move. Kerkez. Wits. Caicedo. Fernandes. Gusto. Oh, good-looking ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the shot's on here. Gusto. A chance to play it in. Into the box. That's an excellent interception. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Gusto. Cucurella. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella flashes it across. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer. And the ball's a good one here. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Van Dijk. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Kerkez. Clearly not happy with that. Buonanotte. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Moved on forwards. Van Dijk can get it clear. Kerkez. Konate. Liverpool looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Wits. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Jakpo played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Against the crossbar. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Early ball out from the back. And that could set him on his way. It's Pedro! He's done very well to get to that.
João Pedro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Firmly met. Pedro Neto. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Szoboszlai, over to the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get onto this? Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's nice. Gusto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Neto. Oh, perfectly measured that. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Szoboszlai. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Wirtz. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Oh, sweet feet. Mohamed Salah. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time... And we're off again.
Liverpool really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberch. McAllister. Gravenberch. McAllister. Played out to the right. Ball's gone out of play. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Buonanotte. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Really well cleared. João Pedro. João Pedro. There he goes, motoring forward. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Fernandez. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Frimpong. That's really well manoeuvred. Custom gets over and intercepts. Buonanotte. Szoboszlai. And here's Mohamed Salah. Fernandez. Colwill. Fernandez. João Pedro. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Nice physical challenge. Szoboszlai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Wits. Out of play for a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gusto, pinged towards the front line. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Szoboszlai. The Reds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Wits. Gravenberg. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's neat. Gravenberg. Muscular approach does pay off here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Szoboszlai played out towards the right wing. Gakpo. Badiashile. Palmer. Played towards the other side. Gusto. Fernandez. Gusto. Thinks one through. Oh, good ball! And the shot! He's scored!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gusto. Gusto tries making a foray down the right. Gravenberg. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Palmer. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank. Great defending, strong and determined. Kerkez. McAllister, aim forwards. Fernandez calmly anticipates, and it's Salah. Pedro Neto. Gusto. João Pedro. Buonanotte. Fernandez. Frimpong. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Looks to the other side. And he has been fouled there. Gusto. Say, gently done. That's a throw. Caicedo. Fernandez. João Pedro.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cucurella. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's been won straight back. Gusto. Palmer. Now then, the ball's come loose. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedro is fouled. He's had a crack. Palmer. Great chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Palmer did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
Szoboszlai. Kerkez. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Wirtz. And that's aimed into the middle.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And it's played forward. Konate tries to clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Konate. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Soboslai shifted upfield. Could be danger here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cucurella, aim forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gakpo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Szoboszlai. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Clearly not happy with that. Caicedo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Cucurella. Palmer. Buonanotte. Palmer. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Kerkez. And it's played forward. Wirtz looking to run onto it. That is a brilliant interception. Fernandes. Gusto forwards and with intent. Gakpo was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Wirtz. Kerkez. Mohamed Salah, who does have an assist to his name. That's good play. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Keeper's dealt with that. That's a throw. Flings it across. Keeper sees it all the way. Oh, they could be caught out here. Gakpo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gakpo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. Cucurella. Aim forwards.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Veltz tries to dink it through. Mohamed Salah. Now can he... hits one!
Mohamed Salah really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Szoboszlai. Veltz looking to add to his goal. Colwill. Gusto. Fernandez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Kerkez. Van Dijk is onto it in a flash. Veltz providing an outlet on that flank. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mohamed Salah. Jakpo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gusto. Palmer. 75 minutes played. Palmer shifted upfield.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kerkez. Szoboszlai, gently done. Yep, it's a corner. Szoboszlai with the short one. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. McAllister. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Grafenberg. He's shooting! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
They've played it short. Now it's Szoboszlai. Cleared away.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Moved on forwards. Gusto gets over and intercepts. Buonanotte. Szoboszlai with a definite fell there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Caicedo. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Szoboszlai. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. He's in plenty of space here. Gravenberch delivers across.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Buonanotte. And it's played forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
And it's Salah. McAllister chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's João Pedro. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Gravenberch. I think we're just about done here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Showing good feet. Proves too strong.
Liverpool probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Caicedo. Fernandes. Gusto. Forwards and with intent.
Chelsea have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Kerkez. Wirtz. Kerkez. Gusto. João Pedro. And that's been won straight back. Fernandes! And he's there to get it away. Badiashile. Cucurella. Very nicely done. Buonanotte. Szoboszlai. Now who's going to be first to this? McAllister. Gakpo. Now it's Gravenberch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kerkez. Wirtz. Cucurella makes the interception. Pedro Neto. And he's picked it up out wide. Caught offside that time. Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looks...
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Fernandez. Proves too strong. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Veltz looking to get on the end of this. Oh, smashing header! It's in! And they get themselves in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Liverpool go into the lead. Colwell. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Buonanotte. Pedro Neto. Jakpo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Kerkez. It's run loose here.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gusto. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Moved on forwards. And it's Salah. Succumbs to the pressure.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Gusto. Nicely aimed pass. Jim, it looks to me as though both sides are shifting their tactics here, aren't they?
Well, it's attack versus defence now, and it's actually quite abrasive. One side looking to get balls into the box, and the other doing their utmost to repel whatever arrives.
Chance for the header! He will be livid with himself.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Gusto. And it's played forward. And he thumps it clear. He is just caressing the ball. That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away. Gusto. Palmer.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's really well manoeuvred. Badiashile. Wirtz. Kerkez. Frimpong. And that's really well manoeuvred. Buonanotte. Cucurella. Kerkez. Konate. McAllister. Van Dijk. Have it back and can go again. McAllister. Gakpo.
Gakpo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's very neat. Caicedo. And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Fernandez. And the shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Now it's Pedro. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Wirtz. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. That's a nicely weighted pass. Konate is there and he can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Cucurella. Proves too strong. McAllister. Liverpool are still that goal to the good. Cross goes in there. Too long and over the line. Caicedo. Gusto. Gusto. Shifted upfield. And that was very necessary. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caicedo has given away a free kick. Gakpo. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. And a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Buonanotte. Palmer. Fernandez. Pedro. Nice physical challenge. Gakpo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Van Dijk aimed forwards. Cucurella. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Konate. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
He has found the way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. There's the shot!
Chelsea are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product.
Pedro! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Buonanotte. Gusto forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. Konate. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Wits. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Van Dijk. McAllister. And that's really well manoeuvred. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank. Aim forwards. And the pass is intercepted. Wits. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Palmer with the foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Palmer. Fernandez. João Pedro. McAllister. Chelsea have a free kick. Cucurella. Might be dangerous. Palmer! Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. Wits. Van Dijk. Wits. That's a little off target. Badiashile. Pedro Neto. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Claimed it back swiftly. And through to the goalkeeper. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. Fernandez. Aimed in towards the centre.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. There will be a throw-in. Puts in a cross. That has been knocked clear.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but...
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Caicedo. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Fernandez. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Yep, it's a corner. And it's been taken short. Cucurella. Tries a shot! He can get that clear. Badiashile. Nice control. Badiashile looking to get on the end of this.
Chelsea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedro does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he'll shoot here. And the lead stays intact, just.
Palmer is looking pretty upset with himself. It should have been a leveller.
Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. Gakpo. McAllister. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Cucurella, and the keeper's got it again. Caicedo. I think we're just about done here. Buonanotte. That's really well manoeuvred. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Fernandez. And that's been repelled. That's really well cleared.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Caicedo. Palmer. It is now or never. Palmer!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's run loose here. That's good play. Here's the chance to cross.
Chelsea need to give it...
Little doubt, that is a foul. Caicedo, McAllister, Wirtz, and he's managed to get free. Wirtz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times?
He's had a shot! Final touch was poor. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Caicedo. Caicedo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk aim forwards. Kerkez. Mohamed Salah looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Frimpong. Konate, and the keeper's got it again. Chelsea seemingly requiring all hands on deck here. Players converging towards the centre.
Look, this is all about organisation now and getting people in the right place to deal with what's going to come at them, and there seems to be enough authority in trying to achieve that.
McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Gakpo. Wirtz, and the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's come loose! Can he stop it going out? Kerkez. Wirtz. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. McAllister. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Badiashile has been caught there, it's a foul. Cucurella. Van Dijk. Van Dijk forwards and with intent.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely feet. The fullback is in acres of space here. A chance to play it in. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. Plays it through. So who's he picking out? Does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro! That's a little off target. Buonanotte. Gusto. Colwill. Verts, who does have an assist to his name. McAllister. Frimpong. Now it's McAllister. Frimpong. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that could set him on his way. Gets into some space. He's had a hit! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Frimpong, that's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Caicedo. Proves too strong. Vitz. Fernandez. He's got away. Gusto could try cutting inside here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Can he put it away? Konate. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto. Caicedo. Fernandez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Dijk. Konate forwards and with intent. Gakpo. Nice intercept. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Fernandez. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Aim forwards. It's a good foot in there. Verts forwards and with intent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gusto. Liverpool moments now away from seeing this one out. Good play on the left-hand side here. That'll be a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's been taken short. Cucurella. Buonanotte. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
And he's going to... Oh, off the bar! That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
McAllister. Buonanotte. Palmer. Now it's it's Pedro! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cucurella. Pedro. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. The final seconds now. McAllister. Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Done delicately. And it's a corner. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
And that's that. Liverpool proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine.
Different song.